Hang on, I'll get the sound on and everything for you guys. Okay. Are we live yet? We're not live yet. Not live yet. I think we're live. I think. Let's try this again. Okay, are we good? All right, we're good? All right, great. We're back. We're back. Okay. We're back over there. Just make sure here. Good, 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 good. Fine, fine, fine. All right. Let's continue. Oh, guys, I have a second video for you. I now have a video from Holon. I have a second video site, second video coming up. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Give me a moment. Second video coming up for you right now. Hang on. Hang on. I am putting it on the screen for you right now. This is from Holon, which is near Tel Aviv. That is a different video of a different site. I will turn the volume up in a second. Let me just kind of fix this for you. I'll get the volume up. This is Holon. Look at the damage there. This is live. That's a different damage site. So this is the third of the fourth sites. There was a hospital hit. I don't have live video at the hospital. And at the hospital, I heard that there was a hazardous materials warning, so I don't anticipate getting live video of the hospital anytime soon. I have posted a number of videos and photos from the hospital on my X account. Oh, I'm going to pin the link on YouTube for my X account. Also, we just saw, and we'll go back to it. Hold on, there's an update about Tel Aviv. Wait, hold on 1 second here. What's this? What's this?
Okay, what is your full name, please? How do you spell your name in English? G-U-Y.
That's Tel Aviv.
A-S-P-I.
We have two different scenes. So that's in. Sorry, that's not Tel Aviv. That's Ramat Gan, which is near Tel Aviv. That is Ramat Gan near Tel Aviv. The other one is Holon near Tel Aviv. That's Ramat Gan right there. And then see this, that whole building is damaged too. Look at that building has severe damage there across the street. And there's also, that's Holon right there. So that's another site near Tel Aviv, Holon, and on the right you can see that heavy damage there to that building. That's Holon, Israel. That's Ramat Gan.
חבר צלם, בוא תעבור אחורה. אחורה, אחורה. כל הצלמים, בבקשה.
חברים, יש פה סכנה של נפילת עצמים מהבתים. אני מבקש ללכת למטה.
אחורה, אחורה.
Oh,
בבקשה.
and here is that's Holon. Hold on. That is Holon right there, and look at the damage there. Let me go back to this one. Let's go back to Ramat Gan for a second. That's Ramat Gan. Somebody walking away. Actually, hold on a second. People walking. Let's go back over to, well, oh wait. Let's go back over to Ramat Gan. Hang on. Oh wait, hang on. Hold on. Closer damage and that's, look at this. Better shot of the damage here. The camera's getting closer to the damage in Holon. It looks like.
בבקשה, מד"א 50 מטר אחורה.
מישהו שומע אותי?
Okay, let me give you an injury update let me give you an injury update from MDA, the Emergency Medical Service. They say that MDA are taking 2 seriously injured people to hospitals, including a man aged 80 and a woman aged 70, and 30 people in minor condition with shrapnel and shrapnel injuries. Additional MDA teams are providing medical treatment at several scenes to several injured people. So right now we have somewhere over 32 injured, 2 serious and 30 minor, and I hope there's no fatalities, but I don't know if there's people in rubble or whatever. But that's the latest from MDA that Jay just posted.
חכו רק שנייה, חברים, חכו רק שנייה. הלו, אולפן, שומעים אותי? מפקד המרחב, אולפן, שומעים אותי? מפקד המרחב, תת ניצב דניאל חדד, אתם שומעים אותי? כן, זה לא יאמן. מישהו שומע אותי בקונטרול? את שומעת אותם?
אני לא מפסיקה לשלוח להם הודעות, לא מפסיקה.
שלמה? תדברו איתי.
אתה יכול לדבר איתנו?
And I don't have footage I can show you of the hospital, but there is extensive damage, a direct hit on a hospital in southern Israel, the Soroka Medical Center. I have posted a bunch of photos and videos on my X account, which is @Lookner on X. Oh, hold on. I'm seeing damage on the other page.
אני בא איתך, מסיים פה ובא איתך. שלי מגיעה. תן לי את הכובע בינתיים.
The hospital is in Be'er Sheva.
כמה זמן באים אלינו פה? איפה אתה?
I lost sound for a second. Hold on. Give me a moment here. Hopefully you guys can. Hang on a moment. I gotta get my sound back.
מתי הגיע, חברים? יונתן. מוכנים. יונתן. יונתן.
Hang on, I gotta get my earbuds back in. Give me one moment here.
יונתן, מתי הגיע? אלי, נהג אבי, נהג אמבולנס, ממד"א. הראשון, אבי נהג אמבולנס ממד"א, הראשון שהגיע לזירה.
Doesn't want to work. Hold on a second.
כן, אבל יש פה, אתה הגיע עכשיו, הוא... בסדר. טוב.
Now I can hear. All right, I'm going to try to get you guys more information about the hospital. Sorry, there's been so much going on here. So let me try to get you some updates as I keep bringing you some of the footage here. So let's... Khan News says Japan is preparing to evacuate its citizens from Israel and Iran and will send military aircraft for the rescue operation. That's from Khan News Israel. Japan is preparing to evacuate its citizens from Israel and Iran and will send military aircraft for the rescue operation. That's from Khan News.
בואו חבר'ה, בואו, אפשר לא. לא, על ז'בוטינסקי. זו תמונה יפה לרחמן. זה לא ענק, אבל זה יפה, כי זה מגדלים. הזכוכיות מהמגדלים מסביב, ויש איזה כניסה לחידון שנפגע, ובניינים מרוסקים. יש לך, זה יפה. אני שולח, אבל זה הורידו אותו קצת למטה מהצומת, בסדר?
כן. Khan News says 3 people are seriously injured in Holon. Holon is here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's go back over here. Some sort of announcement here. Maybe in... Hold on. Sorry, I'm having some issues with my sound.
כולם להיות בשקט בבקשה. תניחו מכשירים.
כן, אנחנו רגע מתארגנים.
לא, אני רוצה
כן, נסי נמצא לידי, מפקד לחוויה
בשעה 7:30 התקבלו אזעקות לגבי מטח טילים שכוון לאזור הזה, לאזור תל אביב. ברגע שהתקבלו הודעות על הנפילה, והנפילות רבות, בשלב ראשון יצאנו לזירות השונות, שנרצה ככה לתת... כאן אנחנו נתקנים בינתיים על 20 פצועים קל. יש צפי לעוד נפגעים, אבל זה באמת מסתיים בזה.
Muted, sorry. Khan News reported that this is Ramat Gan. The other site here, that's Holon. 3 people were seriously injured in Holon, according to Khan News.
אני שומע, אני רוצה לבקש שיונתן ישמע אותי ואני רוצה שיונתן ישמע אותי ולדבר איתי.
Oh, I'm getting a new video in a second. I'm about to get another video. If I get one from the hospital area, I'll let you know.
לא, אני רוצה שתענה לי קודם. אני לא אעמוד. אני רוצה שתדבר איתי, אחי. יש פה את המפקד תחנת של כבאות והצלה. אתם רוצים? אתם רוצים יונתן?
I have an update for you from the MDA on injuries. The MDA says they are providing medical treatment and referring 3 injured people to hospitals in serious condition, including a man in his 80s and 2 women in their 70s, 2 in moderate condition, and 39 in mild conditions with injuries from the projectile and shrapnel. So that adds up to 44 injured so far. And they are treating more injured at different scenes, so that number is going to rise. Hold on.
אנחנו נשמח לכמה מילים.
מרשם האוכלוסין וכל מי שנמצא
There's actually extensive damage at this site. It's just the camera is kind of far away right now. They've moved the camera away. Give me a moment here.
יפה. זה מה שאני רוצה לשמוע, כי יש שם 7 אנשים שאומרים מה לעשות.
But there is significant damage, heavy damage at a hospital in Be'er Sheva, Israel, in southern Israel, which I do not have a feed from yet. Oh, hold on, here it is. Look, right here. This is not the hospital. That's Holon. That's Holon, Israel, right there. That's damage from Holon. That's also near Tel Aviv. Look at the damage to the cars too, I just noticed that. I have not heard of any fatalities yet from these incidents.
רואה אחד ומתים בו מתחת לגיטל של המרכז, בבניין הפתוח.
מאחורי הססל, אנחנו צריכים את השטח הזה. תודה רבה, כולם מאחורי הססל. בואי, שם. לא, רגע שנייה, זה שם. ססל, מאחורי הססל כולם. אין בעיה.
Look at the windshield.
חברים, בואו בבקשה לשם.
בוא.
ארז, תפנו לי את הציבור. תעברי לשם, אנחנו צריכים
Oh, I have another shot of Holon damage. Hold on, let me go to the other one here. This is also Holon. More damage. There's more. I'm going to get rid of that. Hold on. There's some right there. And that is Ramat Gan. That's not Holon. That is Ramat Gan, Israel, near Tel Aviv. Let me show you the other Holon shot here, if I can get this on the screen for you.
אני חוזר, כל מי שלא אמור להימצא כאן בזה הרגע מתבקש לעזוב את המקום. כל מי שלא אמור להימצא כאן בזה הרגע לעזוב את המקום 100 מטר אחורה. חברים, כל מי שלא אמור להיות במקום בזה הרגע לעזוב. כל מי שלא אמור להיות במקום
Hey guys, this is very interesting. Michael Horowitz, who I follow, he says the building that was hit, hang on, I'll get you a different shot. He says the building that was hit, the hospital that was hit in Soroka, had been recently evacuated. He said yesterday, according to Israeli TV yesterday, that hospital in Soroka had been evacuated, which is good news. Hold on, I don't have audio from this right at the moment. I'll turn it on. This is all from the missile strikes about an hour and a half or 2 hours ago. There was a wave of 20 to 30 missiles, reportedly, and around 4 of them made direct hits. I don't know if, did the interceptors not perform as well as they usually do? Did Iran use a different kind of missile? Was there a different kind of firing strategy, or was it just luck that so many got through? I don't have an explanation for that. Hang on a moment here. Wow. Hang on. Oh, I have another video. I have another video coming up, guys. I think. Oh, that's not a live video, though. Hold on. I'll see what else I have coming here. There were 3 seriously injured in this attack, this missile strike in Holon. Whoa, 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 is that legit? Is this legit? There's a new video supposedly of the hospital that hit the... There's a new video supposedly of the missile that hit the hospital. I'm going to post it in the chat for you right now. It's pretty crazy. But, I mean, I believe it. Yeah, OSINT Technical is pretty reliable about stuff too. I'm going to assume that's legit. Yeah, BNO News posted the same thing. Again, I'm posting a bunch of videos on my X account.
Tel Aviv, where a missile hit early this morning at about 7 o'clock.
Oh, they're bringing in a bulldozer or a scooper or whatever it is.
חבר'ה, כולם, כולם, מי שלא אמור להיות בזירה, בבקשה, 50 מטר לאחורה.
Hey, the IDF, by the way, just posted. The IDF just posted a whole post about hitting the nuclear reactor in the Arak region of Iran, Arak region of Iran, including the structure that seals the reactor, which is a main component in plutonium production. That reactor had not been put into use yet. But they actually posted a video of it. I'm going to post that link. I'm going to post that right now on my X account. If I can get other videos, I will show it to you. If you haven't seen it, there was very bad damage to a hospital in southern Israel, although that hospital had been reportedly evacuated yesterday. But there were people working there, it looks like. Major damage to a hospital in southern Israel. I have posted a bunch of photos and videos on my X account. My X account is linked to in the chat, @Lookner on X. I don't have the rights to them, so I can't show them here. But I will keep an eye out for other videos too. and we're bringing you live updates here. But I believe it's 4 different, at least 3. I think it's at least 4 different sites with significant damage. We've seen 3 of them though. These 2 that we've been looking at in the hospital. Sorry, I'm just trying to deal with things here. Give me a moment. So again, we have multiple sites like this one, including a hospital, hit in a morning. Oh, I didn't even put the, I'm sorry, I messed this up. Here. I didn't have the clock up. About 2 hours ago, I think it was, is when the missile strike came from Iran. Hit a number of different sites, and including a hospital. Dozens of people reported injured. I have not heard of any fatalities yet. A quick thank you to our moderators. Sorry, we've been on the air a while. I think we've been on the air about 12 and a half hours or something. So, but thank you to our moderators who are here. I really appreciate it. Let me just shout some of them out. On Twitch, Bash and Girl, Mark and NC, Matthew Kohai 3, Sarah, Papa Bear, Surly Dev, Facebook, Paul Anderson, Margaret Riley, Kay Lowry Body, thank you. Linda Belk, Larry, Misha on X, Ava Knight for moderating. Also, I want to say a quick thanks to a few more people here. Find Your Vehicle, It's D.O., Pineapple Water, Herbert Cloud, Granite Man, Cooker Carlson, Mike M., Robbie Gravino, Caffeinated Pirates, Stealth Mode, Madeline Hank Hanley, Pajamas Over People, Dan LaFleur, Jim McCoy, Crazy Yoda, Zamaral, Jason T, Zach Hudson, Nick of Time, Lily Palmer, Lucas Priest, Wolfie, and Eddie. And also on Twitch, Brainstorm Morning, Dumont After Hours, Mike, SM.
בבקשה חברים, תקלו עלינו בעבודה. כל מי שלא כוחות ביטחון מתבקש לזוז 50 מטר לאחורה.
Look at that, wow. Jago Gaming and Jago E-Gaming and Michigan Rowdy. Thank you. That's just one of the sites. Robert S. Jordan, I don't have an answer to that question for you. I don't know about that person. I didn't hear anything. Also, a couple more quick thank yous. Elizabeth Malarkey and Corinth Rose. Hang on a moment here. I'll get you some more updates in a second. I was hoping to have some video for you from the hospital scene, but I don't have that right now. But you know, it seemed like a quiet night. There was only one missile launch the whole night, and it was only about 5 missiles. I was getting ready to get off the air. And then I think around 7:30 in the morning, it was about 20 or 30 missiles, and like around 4 of them roughly made direct hits. This wasn't, 100 missiles or 200 missiles. This was about, from what I see reported, about 20 to 30. And it was a huge explosion at the hospital. I've posted some videos on my X account of that, but a huge explosion at the hospital.
חבר'ה, תזוזו בבקשה מהכביש, אני חוזר, חברים, תזוזו בבקשה מהכביש.
Associated Press, a little more about that hospital that got hit, the Soroka, the main hospital in southern Israel, Soroka Medical Center. The missile hit the Soroka Medical Center, says AP, which has over 1,000 beds and provides services to the approximately 1 million residents of Israel's south. The hospital said several parts of the medical center were damaged, and the emergency room was treating several minor injuries. The hospital was closed afterwards to all new patients except for life-threatening cases. Meanwhile, Israel announced that Israel carried out strikes on Iran's Arak heavy water reactor, its latest attack on Iran's sprawling nuclear program. They showed a video, the Israeli government, the Israeli Defense Forces released a video of their attack on the Arak reactor. And they said that they attacked the nuclear reactor in the Arak region, which was, oh, there's some drones flying up there, I see, maybe from the authorities. They attacked the Arak nuclear reactor, which was not in service at the moment. They said the reactor was originally designed to produce high-yield plutonium, which would enable the acquisition of nuclear weapons. They said the Iranian regime had agreed in the past to convert the reactor to a low plutonium production potential, which could not be used for nuclear weapons. But according to Israel, the Iranian regime deliberately ordered that the reactor not complete the conversion in order to create pressure on the West. The attack was carried out against the component of the reactor intended to produce plutonium, says Israel. And here is a video of the attack on the reactor. Is that the video of the attack? Hold on. That might be a different video. They have a photo. Oh, let me just show you here. They say they attacked, I guess that's what was attacked. Right there. I have to translate the photo, but that's the picture with it. I'll try to translate it right now.
חברים, תחזרו מהכביש בבקשה.
בני, תראו אותך בטלוויזיה. שלחה את זה בקבוצה.
Yes, Israel said the attack on the reactor was an attack on a non-operational reactor, which they said could be used. Sorry. They said the infrastructure that was attacked at the reactor could produce plutonium for nuclear weapons. Yeah, the reactor, I believe, was supposed to become operational possibly next year. But it was a well-known, one of the more prominent nuclear sites in Israel. No, I'm sorry, in Iran. In Iran. Oh, I have another video of Holon back. No, you're looking at it. We have two. That's fine. I'll leave that one. Just to remind you guys, again, there's a bunch of really striking photos and videos of the hospital hit. It was a direct hit on a hospital. I don't have the rights to them, but I posted them on my X account. which is at Lookner on X. The link to my X account is posted in a pinned comment in the chat. So if you go there, I have reposted a bunch of things that you can scroll back and see them all. And look, I don't know. Does this change anything? I don't know. Does this change anything about President Trump deciding whether to attack the Fordo nuclear complex? There was some reporting earlier this evening. Bloomberg is reporting that a weekend U.S. attack has been talked about. The Bloomberg report said, if I can pull it up here, Bloomberg is reporting that senior U.S. officials are preparing for the possibility of a strike on Iran in the coming days. And they said some of the people they talked to pointed to potential plans for a weekend strike. Zor thinks this will bump that up the line a bit. But I mean, it is just, I mean, it's certainly not good, but it's really quite something to see these pictures. I mean, it's like almost every day lately, new pictures of this heavy damage in Israel. In addition, obviously, to all these reports from Iran. The thing is, you don't really get to see it as much in Iran because, you know, we don't have live cams for the most part in Iran. Iran actually shut off the internet yesterday. So that's really seems to, whatever little was coming out of there seems to be much less now. I'm sure we would see a lot of damaging stuff from Iran too if we were there. But it's really striking to see this, and you know, how long is this going to go on for? I don't know. Oh, did Netanyahu release a statement, or is he making a statement? I don't see it. Let me look around and see. Let me peek around. Netanyahu released a statement, guys. Netanyahu says this morning Iran's terrorist tyrants launched missiles at Soroka Hospital in Be'er Sheva and at a civilian population in the center of the country. We will exact the full price from the tyrants in Tehran. That's the Netanyahu statement.
English? English, please. Yes.
Oh, English.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Seligman. As you can see here behind me, we're in Holon. We had another terrible rocket barrage from Iran this morning. Dozens and dozens of rockets. Unfortunately, some of them made through our defenses, and as you can see here, we're at one of the incidents where there was a direct hit on apartment buildings right behind me. We have 20 injured, of them 3 severely injured, 2 moderately injured, and 15 lightly injured. They've all been taken to hospitals in the area, most of them by our ambulances here from United Hatzalah. I was one of the first on scene. Shortly thereafter, we had a lot of other volunteers come join us. We immediately went in, started surveying the area, made sure that everything was safe, that we could go in safely. And immediately we started treating the wounded and evacuated them to the hospital as soon as possible so that they could receive life-saving treatment. Thank you.
Et l'un des sites frappés ce matin aux alentours et à Tel Aviv.
So he said 20 injured. I think he said 3 serious, if I remember.
תהיו פה עדיף, הכל פה נופל. לא, לא, זה הכל. יופי.
A quick thank you to Millennial Diligence, Robert S. Jordan, Peepo, Sebastian Lee, Pineapple Water, Noah, Robert S. Jordan, Haywood, Richard Granite Man, Pamela Thompson.
S-E-L-I-G-M-A-N. Yaakov, Y-A-A-K-O-V.
Can you just describe me a little bit what happened this morning when you saw the arrival?
So we woke up this morning to another terrible rocket barrage from Iran. As soon as I realized the rocket. So this morning, unfortunately, we woke up to another terrible rocket barrage from Iran. I went immediately into the shelter with my family, and as soon as I understood the gravity of the situation and how many rockets were coming, I knew there would be direct hits. Unfortunately, someone gets through our defense systems, so I immediately kissed my family and parted with them and headed over here. I was one of the first on scene. When we got here, the building was still smoking. Unfortunately, many injured. The person said, and then a lot more of our forces joined us right away, relatively very quickly. Unfortunately, we have about 20 injured, 3 severely injured, 2 moderately injured, and 15 lightly injured. Many of them were evacuated on our ambulances to local hospitals, and we're praying for their recovery.
Can you describe me the scene when you arrived? What did you see? The buildings, how was it?
It's terrible. The Troy building moments before people were sitting there hoping that it wouldn't hit, and they unfortunately suffered a direct hit. Their cars are destroyed, their homes are collapsed, people are severely injured. Just, it all kind of hits you, but you have to detach so that you can work and focus and do what you need to do to save their lives. That's okay.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs for Israel, Gideon Sa'ar, I'm going to read you a couple statements. The Minister of Foreign Affairs for Israel said, the Iranian regime fired a ballistic missile at a hospital. The Iranian regime deliberately targets civilians. The Iranian regime is committing war crimes. The Iranian regime has no red lines noted. That's from Gideon Sa'ar, the Foreign Minister of Israel. And I wanted to repeat the statement that was made by Prime Minister Netanyahu. He said, this morning, Iran's terrorist tyrants launched missiles at Soroka Hospital in Be'er Sheva and at a civilian population in the center of the country. We will exact the full price from the tyrants in Tehran.
לא, דיבר איתי, קרא לי. לא, הוא בא אליכם, איזה קומה?
3, אתה רוצה אני אבוא איתך?
לא.
קומה שלישית אחי, איך שאתה יוצא מהזה, צד ימין, הדלת האפורה.
מי ביקש את הכיבוי? רשום בנעים על הדלק. אבל תגיד לי, למה לפתוח אם הכל בסדר? אני נעלתי.
Springbok, our viewer Springbok, thinks Israel will now go after the supreme leader. Do you think that this could impact their decision about whether to do that?
שיסמן על הדלק. הוא יסמן על הדלק שבכלל... פרם לפרוץ. לא, אבל טוב. לא, תענה לו. AP says dozens wounded in Iranian strikes across Israel. An Iranian missile. This is not the hospital. An Iranian missile hit the main hospital in southern Israel, wounding people and causing extensive damage. Just crazy. Just crazy. The Iranian Atomic Energy Organization says that Israel's attack on the not in service Arak nuclear reactor, they say that attack had no casualties. They say there is no danger or harm to residents of the area. Thank you to, thanks very much to Brian Beelman and Razor Sharp. Thanks, Brian, I appreciate that. Thanks, Razor Sharp. Sasha Austin, Jin J, Winter Packin, Zany Anna. One of our viewers thinks this feels like a tipping point. Justin Davis says, taking out the leader doesn't stop the war, so it's all pointless.
Just unbelievable. What's going to happen next with this conflict? Thank you, Crypto King, who thinks it's going to get very bad after the sun goes down. The thing is, I mean, Israel's already been carrying out all these attacks in Iran, right? You know? It's not like they haven't been attacking Iran. But I do wonder if they might go after political targets more. Shaka says, I don't think they wait. It's going to happen today. I don't know if the U.S., if President Trump is going to sign off on a attack on the nuclear site, on the Fordo nuclear site. I do not know. Be a big deal. Barb Mack says this isn't going to end well if both sides keep at it. I also don't know. I mean, this is again, this was about 20 or 30 missiles from what I saw reported, and 4 of them made these big impacts from what I understand, around 4 direct hits. So I also am wondering about that. Is something different with the missiles or the interceptors or the tactics either side is using? Sean's News thinks this will push Trump to... Sean's News thinks that Trump will definitely strike Iran after this. Our viewer, Sean's News. We didn't even really talk about the SpaceX accident. It's because all this has been going on. Where a SpaceX starship blew up during a test, I believe it was. I posted it, we mentioned it, but we just haven't even had time. It's a whole other thing that happened. Darth Tater mentioned to me that SpaceX posted about it, and they said SpaceX said that Starship planning for the 10th test flight experienced a major anomaly while on a test stand at Starbase. A safety clear area around the site was maintained throughout the operation. All personnel are safe and accounted for.
Just blew up.
Hold on. It's a big explosion. Anyways, I just wanted to mention it. I just saw a statement via the hot news on Instagram from this is supposedly from an Ministry of Environmental Protection in Israel, saying that they have ruled out a hazardous materials incident at the hospital. There was a question as to whether hazardous materials were leaking at the hospital. This statement, which I think is legitimate, says that they had ruled that out. Again, that was posted by the Hot News, who I follow on Instagram, but it was supposedly from the Ministry of Environmental Protection of Israel. I can see if I can find it myself.
תגידי, היא באה עם פידבק, היא תיכנס שם מכמות, חס וחלילה.
N12 News say that from the falls, from the hits in the metro Tel Aviv region, which include this one, hospitals are treating 6 seriously injured people from the missile hits in the metro Tel Aviv area. I have an update from you guys. I have an update. MDA, which is the Emergency Medical Service in Israel, says following missile strikes across Israel, 3 seriously injured. I think it's now. Well, another report said they say 3 seriously injured, 2 moderately injured, 42 with shrapnel blast injuries, and 18 hurt en route to shelters. MDA teams continue to search affected areas. Here is a statement from Avachai Adrai, who is with the Israeli army spokesperson. He says the cowardly Iranian regime launches its aggressive missiles at civilian centers and hospitals, then attempts to justify its terrorist act with false and empty pretexts. To cover up the painful blows it is suffering to its strategic systems, it targets civilians and civilian facilities. That is the approach of the defeated who will continue to suffer. Okay, 30 missiles were fired. Manny Fabian reports 30 missiles were fired in the attack. Missiles struck. Oh, okay, so there were 3 hits. Okay, so there were 3 hits. It turned out there were 3 hits, not 4. We've seen, well, this is one in Holon. We had footage earlier from the other one, which was in Ramat Gan. And that was the one where there was a high rise with a bunch of damage, and then I think a couple high rises with damage, if not more than a couple. And then there was some lower buildings with damage. That was like the intersection at like a very urban area. That's Ramat Gan. So there was that one, there was this one, and there was the hospital. Those are the 3 hits. Holon, this one, Ramat Gan, the city area, and the hospital in southern Israel. From 30. So of the 30 missiles, 3 direct hits. That's the Manning Fabian of Times of Israel. Yes, we were on the stream when this missile attack happened. But we couldn't tell, you know, sometimes you just can't tell. We saw the missiles come in and you just don't know if there have been any hits. And you have to just wait and see the reports, and these reports started coming out. So, but 3 major hits. Oh, I have video of the hospital. Is this live or is this video? Guys, I have video from the hospital. Hold on. Hang on, I have video from the hospital. We're going to switch to video from the hospital right now. Give me a moment. Video from the hospital coming up. It's on fire, the hospital. Hang on. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm putting it up for you. Video for the hospital coming up right now. About to come up right now. There it is. There's the hospital right there. Let me turn that sound down because it's like music. I don't want to have the music playing. That is the Soroka Hospital in Be'er Sheva, Israel. And it's on fire, it looks like. That's a live shot of the hospital. Soroka Medical Center. Oopsie. So again, I'd like to get maybe I'll move it up a little bit so you can see a little better. Or maybe adjust, oops, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Why is this not working? This is that one. Okay. Sorry. Give me a moment here. Give me 1 moment. That's what I need to do. There, I'm going to do this for you. Where's this one? Don't need that. Okay. There it is. This was a major hit at that hospital there. Did they aim for it? I don't know. I do not know if they aimed for the hospital or they just they aimed for like the general area. Up, the camera's moving. The camera's moving on that shot. The camera is moving. Camera moving. Where's it going? Oh, I have a different camera. I have a different camera. Oh my gosh, I have another shot. Look at this shot. Guys, hold on. Look at this coming up. Coming up. Another shot of the hospital. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, they were just showing it. Hold on a second. That's not the right one. Hang on. Are they going to show it or not? They were just showing it. I'll go back to the other one. I assume they'll show it. Hold on. Hold on, folks. The other one was a wider shot, which was kind of crazy looking. I mean, this is crazy too. Look at this fire. This hospital serves about 1 million people. This is the main hospital of southern Israel. It serves about 1 million people. David Wilson says the smoke is getting darker. Whoa. Man. Unbelievable. Amanda Mosher says it looks like it's getting worse. The Soroka Medical Center.
ידידי, תפתח לנו פה, אנחנו רוצים אמבולנסים.
חבר'ה, אמבולנסים, תנו לנו לתת האוטובוסים. הנה, תובילו אותנו למיון ילדים.
Yes, it supposedly was evacuated the day before. I mean, there were people there, but I believe I saw a report that it was evacuated the day before. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, a volunteer, the Times of Israel said a volunteer at the hospital said it's a miracle nobody was injured. I think it's possible nobody was injured. I believe it might have just hit on the top of the building. As of right now, oh, hold on. They say there's treating, now I'm seeing minor injuries. Looks like there were injuries. Yes, well, they say the emergency room is currently treating several minor injuries, so maybe the person they talked to didn't know about it, but I am seeing injuries at the hospital. At least minor injuries. Trying to get some other reports on the hospital. Give me a moment. I'll check a couple things here. Several lightly wounded at the hospital. Surgical building badly damaged. Well, also, I mean, this fire, could this just devastate the hospital? I mean, that looks obviously like a bad fire. Okay, so Haaretz reports that prior to the missile hit, there was a order or a recommendation to the hospital to reduce the number of people on the floor that was hit. So it sounds like they recently, maybe because they anticipated the possibility of a missile strike, had removed people from the floor that was hit. That's what it sounds like. Again, I'm not totally clear on that, but that's what it sounds like to me.
mercado de diamantes en la bolsa de él hace por eso, no, acá estoy al lado de la y si vos preguntaste a la censura es lo que voy a decir y no entere al hospital, en la vereda afuera. No veo, vi a Leo que entró como...
Wow, look at this.
Y le pregunté si veía cámaras acá y...
The hospital director said the building was severely damaged, according to N12 News. Wow, I just saw another picture from, I think it's Ramat Gan. There's a lot of damage to several buildings in Ramat Gan. Yeah, I mean, there's three missile strikes, and the hospital is one of the three, and that's the only one in southern Israel. Oh, what is this? Hold on a second. I just saw something, guys. I just saw something. Israeli, I just saw something right now. Breaking news. Hang on. New message from Israel Katz. Breaking news. New message from the defense minister in Israel, Israel Katz. I'm going to read you this message. Minister of Defense. He says, the cowardly Iranian dictator sits in the depths of the fortified bunker and fires aimed shots at hospitals and residential buildings in Israel. These are war crimes of the most serious kind, and Khamenei will be held accountable for his crimes. The Prime Minister and I have instructed the IDF to increase the intensity of attacks against strategic targets in Iran and against government targets in Tehran in order to remove threats to the state of Israel and undermine the Ayatollah's regime. Breaking news. That is big breaking news. I'm going to read that last paragraph again. The defense minister says, the Prime Minister and I have instructed the IDF to increase the intensity of attacks against strategic targets in Iran and against government targets in Tehran in order to remove threats to the state of Israel and undermine the Ayatollah's regime. Are they basically saying that regime change is now a goal? Amikai Stein, who's an Israeli reporter, he just posted, he thinks this is Israel saying we're trying to Israel saying we're trying to undermine the regime. Wow. Undermine means weaken. Weaken. Remove the foundations of. Cause to be more likely to crumble. Make unstable. Oh, look at this. I have a new video of the hospital. Breaking news, new video of the hospital. There's the hospital right there. Wow. New video. If you see the site of the missile, the video of the missile hitting, it hits like right in the middle of it, it looked like. But this is the major hospital in southern Israel. This hospital serves 1 million people. It's the central hospital of the region, says Wikipedia. So I don't know if they aimed at it. I can't speak to how accurate or inaccurate those missiles are. I don't know. Now, I believe there was some sort of statement by the Revolutionary Guard on this. Let me just double check this in Iran. Let me double check and see here. I thought they had released a statement. I just got to check Iranian media. So give me a moment and I'll look it up. Iranian state media is posting a lot of videos of these attacks. Why can I not find the original Revolutionary Guard statement? Hang on. Look at that smoke coming out. Look at that smoke coming out. Crazy. Here's some Be'er news.
عالية عالية ايش تهدم عالية؟ مع فاضل بحكي معك.
Okay. This is from Iranian state media. Iranian state media, Be'er News says, Hebrew media claim that one of the Iranian missiles hit Soroka Hospital in Be'er Sheva. But the reality is the main target of the attack was the large IDF command and intelligence headquarters and the Army intelligence camp in the Gavyam Technology Park, which is located adjacent to the hospital. That is from Iranian state media. Hang on a second. Again, I'm going to read that again from Be'er News, Iran state media. Hebrew media claim that one of the Iranian missiles hit Soroka Hospital in Be'er Sheva, but the reality is that the main target of the attack was the large IDF command and intelligence headquarters and the Army intelligence camp in the Gavyam Technology Park, which is located adjacent to the hospital. That's what they say. I don't know. I cannot say whether there's a large Army IDF command and intelligence headquarters and Army intelligence camp there next to the hospital. I have no idea. I don't know. And is that really what they were aiming at? I don't know. Let's switch back here for a second to the other angle. There you can see the smoke coming out of the top there. Oh, I don't know if the translation said adjacent. They might have meant under. I don't know. So my translation said adjacent to. And again, I don't, maybe the translation was off and they really means under. I don't know. My point is they're saying they were not aiming at the hospital. They were aiming at a IDF command and intelligence headquarters and Army intelligence camp in the area. Now, it's a bit of a different claim if they say it's in the hospital, so it's not clear to me what exactly they meant there, but you get the basic idea of the claim. Nicole Steff says there's no IDF base in or under the hospital. Only IDF doctors and nurses, speaking as one that lives right next to it and survived. I'm glad you're safe. Again, I'm not there, so I can't adjudicate this, but They haven't. I mean, they haven't presented evidence of their claim. I can say that. So. They didn't, at least that I have seen. Maybe they presented it somewhere else. And what I saw from that state media statement, they didn't have any evidence with it. But again, I'm not there. I don't know. This was a couple hours ago. I can't tell from that statement if they're saying that it's in the hospital or next to it, and that they missed it or something. I don't know. This hospital provides medical care to approximately 1 million residents of the South. It is not an hospital for just military people. It literally is the central hospital of southern Israel. It provides medical care to roughly 1 million people. Now, maybe there's certain military aspects within it, I don't know, but according to Wikipedia, it is the main hospital for southern Israel. It also is a university medical center that maintains close ties with Ben Gurion University of the Negev. I don't know what you think about the smoke. I could put the second, what I can do is, here's what I'll do. Here is what I'll do. I'll move this up, right, and then I'll put this over here so you can see both. I don't know if that's going to be annoying to you, but that way you can at least see what's going on. Why is this thing doing this? Maybe I'll put this over here. It's the same. These are the same. I just want to give you a close-up shot, in addition to the main shot. If you didn't hear it, I want to repeat. The Israeli defense minister said, to read it again. The Prime Minister and I have instructed the IDF to increase the intensity of attacks against strategic targets in Iran and against government targets in Tehran in order to remove threats to the state of Israel and undermine the Ayatollah's regime. Undermine means erode, weaken. But he said again, they're going to increase the intensity of attacks against strategic targets in Iran and government targets in Tehran. Glasser says, I wonder if Iran will ramp up their strikes as well. A couple things. First of all, I don't know that Iran can ramp up their strikes. I don't know how many missiles they have, but I also don't know how much Israel can, because Iran is hundreds and hundreds of miles away, in some part over 1,000 miles away from Israel. Israel has a limited number of refueling aircraft. So now I will say, if the U.S. jumps in to help Israel, one way that could benefit Israel is by getting Israel a lot more refueling aircraft, which would allow Israeli planes to stay in the air for longer and for bigger amounts of planes to do raids. It would really increase the number of sorties, of bombing runs that Israeli planes could make. So who knows if that's going to happen. But if the U.S. jumps in, yes, the U.S. could attack the Fordo nuclear complex with their bunker busters and B-2 bombers, but they could also bring these refueling aircraft, which could help Israel ramp up the pace of attacks on Iran. But this is obviously a huge deal. I mean, domestically for Israel, I mean, I think you can imagine this is going to be a huge deal for the populace there. And the government's going to feel like they want to respond strongly to this. But Iranian state media is posting a lot about this too. Thank you to a couple quick thank yous. TRL, Johnny Mac, iPro, Braden Kemp, John Matthews, Switch the Channels, Nicole Steph, Jay Marquez. Jay thinks Israel is hypocritical. They've been bombing schools, homes, and hospitals in Gaza, and justifying it by saying they're adjacent to militant operations. That's what Jay says. Short time no see, who says accuracy depends on what they launched. Certain of their missiles can be off by hundreds of meters. Yeah, I don't know exactly what kind of missiles this is, but I do know a number of Iranian missiles are not known, a lot of them, for being very accurate. So I cannot say if they were aiming at this or not. But at the same time, if they were aiming in the general area, they might have been aware there was a chance of this happening. Look, they've been aiming at, this is the way that they have chosen to respond. They're clearly trying to hit populated areas. That's probably their strategy, right? Thank you, Razor Sharp. D. Mr. Blanks a lot. Hold on a second here. Remove that. Valerie, Melissa, Chris D. Nick Blackbird, Alex Chapman, Nick Levis, Scott Bixler Photography. Scott thinks Iran is now cooked. Lise Mallet, Alex Chapman, Josie Fiorda Seville, Stephen S. Lowrider 1970. Rocks and Cows, Minnesota. Thank you, Bill Evans. Thank you, Bill. Brian Beelman. Tiffany, the backstory. I didn't even see the flagpole event. I saw some of the press conference after, but it was in the morning, the flagpole event. I think it's Wednesday morning, technically, at the White House. I think the White House has footage of it on their social media, possibly. Thank you, Master Tempo. Master Tempo 91. Sorry, I'm so behind on thanking people. Midnight Kit, Night Folk, Mr. Blanks a lot. Watch Superman, Crypto King. And Shexbox, Snuffleupagus on Twitch, Dumont After Hours, and Mike SM. You think, guys, is the fire perhaps dying down? I also noticed they're not pouring water on the fire. Do you think so? Is there maybe something about what's burning that they've decided to just let it burn? Or maybe they're worried that there might be people in there. I don't know, but I don't see any water being poured on this. I just kind of woke up and realized that. But I wonder if that's a strategy. Could be an electrical fire. Building might be unsafe. I just don't know. Or maybe we can't see it. Well, you're right. Maybe we can't, but I would think we'd see something. I mean, on the right there in the close-up, I haven't seen anything. Wonder Twin says it's dying down. Oh, maybe they're fighting it on the inside. Because is it possible that they're inside fighting it? You know, pouring water on it or at the base of it or something? I understand what you're saying. Oh, look at this, though. Hold on. Definitely looks like it's a bit less coming out the top. Yeah, one other thing that we mentioned before about the defense minister's statement, which Faytux News just reiterated, and I think it's worth reiterating, is the defense minister said that Khamenei will be held accountable for his crimes. Will they go after the supreme leader now, specifically, in this aftermath? That I don't know. But if they were thinking about it and they know where he is, Mr. K thinks probably. I wonder if they'll be able to use the hospital. I don't know how much damage this has caused. This is a big deal, just in terms of just hospital-wise. This is the main hospital for about 1 million people. I don't know how much this has rendered that hospital unusable. Nicole Steff says the hospital is huge. There's inner parking. The firefighters and all are on the other side. Oh, was it the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange building damaged? Is that true? Is that true? I was seeing some building damaged. I guess so. Hang on. It's hard to tell because I'm looking at a picture of it right now. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know if it has. I mean, we watched footage from the area. I didn't know what building was what. Oh, I'm also seeing reports that the house of a former Israeli minister was damaged. I don't know. Is that definitely true? I'm not sure. I don't know about that for sure. Dan Nave? Let's see. I'm seeing some claims that Dan Nave's house was hit, but I'm not sure about that. Hey guys, it's about 3 a.m. here, and we've been on now for about almost 14 hours. So I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. I got to get some rest, and I'm sure we're going to be doing more coverage, but I think this is maybe the time to do it. So I don't like seeing this stuff on either side, but it's what's happening right now. The IDF just posted and said, a regime that attacks innocent lives in hospitals should not think this crime will go unnoticed. Do not be unaware of the rewards of your actions. That's what the IDF said. So I'm sure we'll be doing more coverage, obviously, but I got to get some sleep. So I really appreciate you joining us for this coverage, and looks like we're seeing a lot less smoke from the top of that fire, by the way, which is good news. We'll have more coverage from you. Subscribe, follow if you want Agenda-Free TV. I do really appreciate you tuning in and everybody sending updates. I'm sorry I can't respond to every message, but I very much appreciate you all sending me messages and sending updates, and letting me read your comments on the air and all that stuff. So thank you for participating in the broadcast, and we'll have more coverage. So subscribe, follow if you want. I'll post on my X account. I've been posting a bunch of stuff there during the broadcast. I posted a bunch of photos and videos there, stuff I didn't have the rights to show here. So you can check that if you want. It's at Lookner. At Lookner, but again, I've posted a bunch of the videos and photos from this attack there, so if you want to check that out, follow me for breaking news coverage over there. Huge shout out to our moderators who have been here. We've had a lot of moderators in and out, so thanks to everybody who was here before, and Carms is here now modding. Thanks so much, Carms. and all of our YouTube mods who are here. On Twitch, LB Prairie Dawn, Idaho Star, thank you, Papa Bear, Surly Dev, and our many Twitch mods who've been here. On Facebook, Paul Anderson, Margaret Riley, Kay Lowry Body, and my brain isn't even working. Charlotte Webb and all of our moderators there, Linda Belk, Larry, and Misha, thank you too, on X. And hey, turn on the notifications. You know, we come on whenever big news is happening. I can't give you a schedule in advance, but we do have a notification system where you can sign up for free and you get sent a notification whenever we go live. It works really well. We do it through Discord. The mods will post a notifications link in the chat. What is it? Notifications? Is that the command? I'll try it myself and see if it works. The notifications link is also in the description of this video on YouTube and Facebook. So sign up for the notifications. Another good way to actually find out when we're live is to follow us. Did that work or not? That command? I don't even know. Is it Discord? Let me try a different one and see if that works. Oh, it did work. All right. Yeah. I post on our X account at Agenda Free TV. I post whenever we're going live, and I post updates about the channel, so you can follow over there. We do have a chat where you can chat with other viewers when we're not live, and check out our chat. It's on Discord. It's free. It's the same link as the notifications. So check out our Discord chat. Thanks to our Discord moderators very much. Also, thanks to everybody for your support of the channel. Those who donated, that is how this channel exists. And that is how I can, like, you know, buy news footage and stuff, your support. So I can't thank you enough for helping this channel and allowing it to be. So thanks to everybody. I owe a few thank yous tonight. Hopefully I've gotten most of the people. Arcadia, I owe you a thank you. The Bacon from Hell. Nicole Steph, I think I thanked her. Noah the Glass Blower, UV. Noah the Glass Blower, Nunez. UV thinks the regime in Iran is done for. It's just crazy what's been going on. Thank you to Gorf Denro over on YouTube, and also Maverick over there on Twitch. But thanks for your support for the channel. I really appreciate it. Also, Vincent Vega. Thank you, Vincent. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, I would suggest turning on the YouTube notifications, which can be very helpful to figure out when we're going live or when we're live. But it's a little weird. It's a little hard to figure out how to turn on the YouTube notifications, so I'll show you. I'll try to show you here. I was trying to show you. That didn't seem to go so well. Let's try one more time to show you. Will this work? I think it's going to work. Yes. So on YouTube, if you want to turn the notifications on, you got to subscribe to the channel. Click this bell and choose all notifications. Again, click the bell, choose all notifications. And I want to shout out our Facebook subscribers who support the channel. Thank you so much. Robert Rial II, Sharon Klassen Goslin, Rita Evans Lang, Margaret Riley, Kay Lowry Body, Roger Stallworth. Am I getting that? Sharon Klassen, Ralph Starworth. I think Roger Stallworth was a Steelers receiver. Ralph Stallworth. Thank you, Ralph. And all of our other Facebook subscribers over there and our Twitch subscribers. Thank you, people like Snuffleupagus and Shex Box, Wall Street Shaggy, Gina Pina, Sven Christensen, Coffee and Bacon Guy, Devil Doc, Jack's Animals. Yep. Hang on a moment. Hold on, I'm turning this down a little bit. Adam Waft, Starch Face, thanks for subscribing. Coffee and Bacon Guy. Zarf. I'm going to just turn this off, the sound off for the moment. And all of our other subscribers on Twitch and also our YouTube members, people like I Need Some Skooma, Gorf Denro. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everybody who's been watching today. I appreciate you being with us for this news. Laura E. Turned Off, Crypto King, Jane Wilson, BXM Studios, thanks for being members. Calum, I600, Unknown Being, Gary Chappelle, Abhishek Tripathi. Oh, thanks, Gorf, for the gift memberships. And Joe South Oz, thank you. Gorf gave 20 people gift memberships. Thank you, Gorf. BXM, thanks for being a member. Crypto King, Ella, Lucas, Justin Meeker, Musica. Some of our new members just became members. Lise Mallet, Dorothy People, Rose Petal, Crypto King, Eliza Jane, Pam Turner, Money Tree Hollins, Benny Hill, Gavin House, Paulina, Serena, Indigenous, African, Christian, Chris N., Alex Chapman, Benny Hill, Voyage, all of our other members as well, and all of our other viewers, thank you. Joshua, Texas, Jack King. So I am sure we'll be doing coverage when I wake up. I'll sleep and then I'll wake up. But sorry if I miss anything. It's just, I mean, it's been so busy, you know, so I got to sleep at some point. It's possible if stuff happens with the U.S. announcing it'll get in, somebody will call me and wake me or something. Hot Rodacy, thanks for watching. Ascertainment. Avatarks. Wee Thick. Morning Fox on Twitch. Mauroot. Yeah, I don't think this is ending tomorrow, unfortunately. Wasim Raja Jamali Balak, thanks for watching. Cam Soup. Chris Davis. Okay, so I'm wrapping this up. You have been watching our live breaking news coverage of all these developments in Israel and Iran, and it's still going and it's still developing. And this maybe even ramps things up even more. All right, so that is it for now. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon with more live breaking news coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.